The desert swallows them again. The wind howls, but no birds fly. The sun rises each morning like a judgment and sinks at night like a blade cooling in blood. The kid rides near Tobin now. The ex-priest mutters prayers, says little else. The judge watches them both. They come to a dead man hanging from a tree. No one touches the body. It spins slowly in the wind, its feet bare, eyes pecked clean. Toad vine spits. Warning or invitation? The kid asks. No one answers. One morning, they come upon a strange figure in the sand, a hermit, blind, ancient. He wears animal skins, his face painted with clay. He speaks of visions, of a great fire that will swallow all men. The judge dismounts, kneels before the man. Not in reverence, never that, but in study. They speak in tongues, ancient words, forgotten syllables. When the exchange ends, the judge slits the old man's throat. He rises, wipes his knife. He would have led you to a false shore, he says. The gang rides on, silence trailing them like smoke. In a shallow basin they find bones arranged in spirals. Ribs, femurs, skulls, placed with unsettling care. Like an altar, or a question. Some art is not for the living, the judge says. They camp nearby. That night, the kid hears music. Faint. A fiddle, or something like it. He sees a shape dancing among the rocks. Tall, broad, bald. The judge. Naked. Moving like wind through flame. No one else seems to see it. The kid lies awake till morning, the image burned into his skull. They are ambushed again. This time by a large force, Yumas, or possibly a rival Mexican militia. Bullets snap through the air. Horses fall screaming. The kid fights like an animal. His hands slick with blood, his knife a flicker of light. Glanton bellows, his face half-burned by gunpowder. The judge fights barehanded, bludgeoning men with rocks. When the smoke clears, half the gang is gone. Some dead. Some scattered. A few horses remain. Glanton is wounded. Tobin too. The judge is untouched. War is the truest form of divination, he says, standing amid the corpses. The survivors flee into the mountains. No food. No water. The sun scorches. They eat cactus, chew leather, drink from mud-cracked pools. Tobin collapses. The kid carries him. They see buzzards circle. Hear wolves at night. Every shadow feels like a rifle barrel. Still, they push forward. The judge is always close. Always watching. They take shelter in a cave. Inside, they find human remains, stacked, organized, decorated with feathers and shells. Tobin whispers, "This is a house of death." The judge arrives hours later. He explores the cave, marveling. He paints symbols on the walls. Symbols that make the kid shiver. That night, he tells a story by the fire, of a child born without a soul, who could not die because death had no claim on him. No one speaks after. They come to a gorge, miles wide. A natural wound in the earth. At its center, a rope bridge. Old. Rotting. They cross one at a time. The wind howls like laughter. The kid helps Tobin. They nearly fall. From the other side, the judge watches them all. His smile never changes. One man falls. He doesn't scream. Just disappears. They descend into a valley blackened by fire. The trees are ash. The ground hisses. No birds sing. The judge says they are near the border now, closer to civilization. But what kind of civilization waits on the far side of all this? The kid wonders. wonders if there is anything left of him to return. They find a wounded child, burned, blind, crawling in the dirt. Tobin says to help him. The kid lifts the child. But the judge raises his pistol. You will not rescue what the dance has claimed. The kid aims his rifle. The judge lowers his gun. A silent moment. Then the judge walks away. The child dies later that night. Quiet. Dreamless. At camp, the judge gives his longest sermon. He says all history is war. That books are lies unless they speak of blood. That peace is the dream of the weak. He says man is born for conflict, and all who pretend otherwise are cowards. He stares at the kid. You are not yet unworthy. And then he sleeps, arms folded, as if in prayer. The kid does not sleep. He knows the judge has marked him, and the true war is still to come.